Flood insurance may be something that you don't think about until you need it, which is why realtors in Rhode Island are fighting to make the National Flood Insurance Program even stronger. Today we are joined by Joe Luca, president of the Rhode Island Association of Realtors, here to explain why real estate agents are fighting for homeowners. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. How are you?
Great to see you as always.
Thank you.
We love when you're here. You can break down these difficult topics for us, well, difficult as they pertain to me. But let's get right to it here. When we talk about National Flood Insurance, the National Flood Insurance Program, let's talk about really why you guys, why realtors are fighting to say this, set to expire at the end of the month, correct?
End of July.
July.
End of July 31st, it's set to expire. And what that could mean, if flood insurance expires, that's going to mean 40,000 home sales every month will not happen, because across the country there are 40,000 homes that need to be insured by flood insurance, the National Flood Insurance Program. The lenders, the mortgage companies require it, so that way in the event of a flood, the home would be insured.
Right, and sadly for many homeowners out there, I think this is one of those situations where we're not really thinking about it until it becomes a thing, so to speak. So we want to get ahead of it, right?
Exactly, and the thing is, you know, it was renewed 9 months ago, and what we're hoping to do is get Congress to reauthorize it and actually revamp the whole program, but for not a short period of time, but maybe 5 years.
Sure.
You know, what we really need to do is we need to change the mapping, okay? We need more accurate maps. So that way homes that, you know, maybe your home is partially in a flood zone, the land is, but not the home, we want the flood insurance premium to reflect that. So you're not paying like $8,000 a year, maybe it's only $800 a year.
And let's talk differences here, you know, when it comes to private flood insurance versus the NFIP.
Right. The National Flood Insurance Program is out there, and what we would like to do is see a viable, strong, private flood insurance alternative.
Right. So yeah, it's important to make that distinction, because I think some people might have some concerns or questions about that. And let's talk about whether or not flood insurance is common within the Ocean State here. Is it something that Rhode Islanders should be mindful of, or maybe they haven't been here before?
You know, it is very important for Rhode Island, because of course we have, everybody thinks of the Ocean State, waterfront properties, million-dollar homes. That's great, but there are many, many homes that are in flood zones along the Blackstone River, along the Patuxent River, and these are just, you know, working class families. Right. And if you're going to get hit with a $4,000 a year flood insurance premium, that's a lot of money. And that could mean whether, you know, the viability of your home being marketed, whether someone can afford it or not.
And from your perspective, let's talk about other ways that realtors are helping homeowners with flood insurance.
Well, I mean, we lobby Congress. We, you know, our congressional representatives, our senatorial representatives, on behalf of all homeowners nationwide. And there's no other organization that lobbies on behalf of homeowners nationwide. And we look out for the homeowners, because we don't want it to be more expensive to buy, sell, or own real estate than it has to be. We want to keep it as viable for everyone.
Well, this topic casts a wide umbrella, pun intended. I mean, this is something that we really need to be mindful of and to pay close attention to. So we thank you for breaking it down for us, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure to welcome you back to the Roadshow. If you guys would like even more information about this policy, just visit roadshow.com.